Tax-free income is a dream of every taxpayer, and if you save in a Roth account, it's a reality. Roths are the youngsters of the retirement saving world. The Roth IRA, named after the late Delaware Senator William Roth, became a savings option in 1998, followed by the Roth 401k in 2006. Creating a tax-free stream of income is a powerful retirement tool. These accounts offer big benefits, but the rules for Roths can be complex. Hey guys, welcome back to Developing Dividends. In today's video, we are discussing the benefits of having a Roth IRA. But before we continue, kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay notified of more interesting videos just like this one. With that done, let's get right into the video. You pay taxes now instead of later. Roths turn traditional IRA and 401k rules on their head. Rather than getting a tax break for no money when it goes into the account and paying tax on all distributions, with a Roth, you save after-tax dollars and get tax-free withdrawals in retirement. By accepting the upfront tax breaks for traditional IRA accounts, you accept the IRS as your partner in retirement. If you're in the 24% tax bracket in retirement, for example, 24% of all your traditional IRA withdrawals, including your contributions and their earnings, will effectively belong to the IRS. With a Roth, 100% of all withdrawals in retirement are yours. The Roth strategy of paying taxes sooner rather than later will pay off particularly well if you're in a higher tax bracket when you withdraw the money than when you passed up the tax break offered by the traditional account. If you're in a lower tax bracket though, the Roth advantage will be undermined. With these tax advantages, there are limits to what you can contribute to your Roth IRA. To be able to contribute to a Roth, you must have earned income. You are also limited to stashing up to $6,500 in a Roth IRA and an extra $1,000 if you're 50 or older for tax year 2023. You can contribute to both Roth and traditional IRAs, but the total cannot exceed this annual limit. But higher income taxpayers are barred from contributing to a Roth IRA. For tax year 2023, the ability to contribute to a Roth phases out if your adjusted gross income is between $218,000 and $228,000. For tax year 2023, the ability to contribute to a Roth phases out if your adjusted gross income is between $218,000 and $228,000 for joint filers, and between $138,000 and $153,000 for single filers. For 2022, your ability to contribute will phase out between $204,000 and $214,000 for joint filers, and $129,000 and $144,000 for single filers. You can make a 2022 Roth IRA contribution as late as April 18, 2023. Now, the contribution limits that we just discussed pertain to individual Roth contributions. Your company may offer a Roth option that allows you to contribute more. Many companies have added a Roth option to their 401k plans. After-tax money goes into the Roth, so you won't see the immediate tax savings you get from contributing pre-tax money to a traditional plan, but your money will grow tax-free. Any employer match will go into a traditional 401k account. For 2022, workers can save $20,500, while those who are 50 and older can still contribute an extra $6,500. For 2023, you can stash up to $22,500 a year, plus an extra $7,500 a year if you're 50 or older, into a Roth 401k. Contributions must be made by December 31st to count for the current tax year, and the limit applies to the total of your traditional and Roth 401k contributions. A Roth 401k is a good option if your earnings are too high to contribute to a Roth IRA. Another route to tax-free earnings inside a Roth is to convert traditional IRA money to a Roth. In the year you convert, you must pay tax on the full amount shifted into the Roth. That's the price you pay to buy tax freedom for future earnings. If you have made non-deductible contributions to your traditional IRA, a portion of your conversion will be tax-free. If you expect your tax rate to be the same or higher in the future, converting could make sense. If you expect your future tax rate to be lower, it might not. You'll want to pay the tax owed on a conversion with money outside of the IRA. Drawing money from the IRA to pay the tax will result in an additional tax bill and a penalty if you're under the age 59 and a half. But before deciding to perform a Roth conversion, know that you could trigger other taxes by doing it. Look at the big picture if you plan a conversion. The added taxable income could boost you into a higher tax bracket, at least temporarily. A big jump in income could trigger one-time taxes too, such as the 3.8 net investment income tax, or also called the Medicare surtax. A series of small conversions over several years could keep the tax bill in check. For instance, you may want to convert just enough to take you to the top of your current tax bracket. But there is a great tax benefit to a Roth IRA. These accounts give you a pot of tax-free income to draw upon that may allow you to lower your tax bill. Roth money doesn't count in the calculation for taxing Social Security benefits, for example, or in the calculation for the tax on investment income. Another significant advantage of a Roth IRA is that these accounts do not have required minimum distributions. That means you are not forced to take out a certain amount each year, so these funds can remain in the Roth IRA earning tax-free. Other types of retirement accounts, including traditional IRAs and most 401ks, do have required minimum distributions. The ability to tap money in a Roth IRA without penalty before the age of 59 and a half allows for flexibility to use the Roth IRA for other purposes. In essence, this account can act as an emergency fund that could be used to pay off significant unexpected medical bills or cover the cost of a child's education. But it's best to only tap into these funds if it's absolutely necessary. And if you must withdraw any money from a Roth IRA before retirement, you should limit it to contributions and avoid taking out any earnings. If you withdraw the earnings, then you could face taxes and penalties. An additional option for managing your annual Roth contributions is recharacterization. Prior to 2018, the IRS allowed you to reverse converting a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA, which is called recharacterization. But that process is now prohibited by the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. However, you can still recharacterize all or part of an annual contribution, plus earnings. You might do this if you make a contribution to a Roth IRA, then later discover that you earned too much to be eligible for the contribution, for instance. You can recharacterize that contribution to a traditional IRA since those accounts have no income limits. Contributions can also be recharacterized from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA. The change would need to be completed by the tax filing deadline of that year. The recharacterization is non-taxable, but you will need to include it when filing your taxes. A Roth IRA can also benefit heirs. Unlike traditional IRAs, which you must begin to tap at age 72, Roth IRAs have no minimum distribution requirements for their original owners. So, if you don't need the money, it can grow in the tax shelter until your death. This is true for spousal heirs as well. A spouse who inherits your Roth IRA is never required to make withdrawals. However, the Secure Act recently changed the rules for non-spousal heirs. The 2019 legislation essentially prevents stretch IRAs, which allowed non-spousal beneficiaries to take required annual distributions on their life expectancy, not the original owners. Those that inherited a Roth IRA prior to December 31, 2019 may still use this strategy. Those who inherited an IRA, either a traditional or Roth, after that cutoff, must now withdraw the money within a decade. There are a few exceptions to this, including if the heir is disabled, a minor child of the original owner, or less than a decade younger than the original owner. However, keep in mind that these withdrawals are tax-free. That means if you wait until the 10th year to withdraw all of the funds, you will benefit from almost 11 years of tax-free growth. So, should you max out your Roth IRA contributions? Whether or not you should max out your Roth IRA contributions depends on your individual situation. When deciding if you should max out your Roth IRA contributions, think about your debt, emergency savings, and expenses. Do you have enough money to pay for these things? If not, then it might be best to save up some money first before contributing to a Roth IRA. In conclusion, a Roth IRA can be an excellent way to save for retirement and provide tax-free income in the future. It is important to remember that there are limits on who can contribute and how much they can contribute annually, based on their Modified Adjusted Gross Income, MAGI. Additionally, recharacterization of contributions is still allowed, but converting from traditional IRAs to Roths was prohibited by the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. Finally, those inheriting a Roth IRA prior to December 31, 2019 may take advantage of stretch distributions over life expectancy, while others must withdraw funds within 10 years after inheriting it. All these factors should be taken into consideration when deciding whether or not maxing out your annual contribution makes sense for you. If you're interested in learning about more financial topics, then be sure to check out our channel at the first link in the description. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future videos about personal finance, investing, and more. Check out our most popular uploads playlist linked below and explore what other topics you can learn about. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.